Hello, my name is Shirley with the City of Dallas Park and Recreation Department, and today we're going to learn how to make these cute 3D snowflakes. So what you're going to need is a pair of scissors, ruler, hole puncher, a glue stick, and any kind of wire. Today I brought a clear fishing wire. It's pretty thin, hard to see, so it looks like the snowflakes are floating. And also you'll need any kind of paper. Today I'm going to be using the 8.5 by 11 paper. You're going to start folding out 3 sheets of paper, which you will need for each snowflake. So first grab your 3. You're going to fold each paper hamburger style. Get that nice and neat. And we're going to cut right down the middle with our scissors. Very good. Once we have our paper cut out, we're going to go ahead and start folding from this side over down diagonally, and we're going to try to get this crease right where this corner of your paper is, and line up your paper at the bottom so that it meets at a perfect corner as best you can. Press with your finger so you can get a nice crease down. And we're going to do it one more time from this side over as far as you can over here until both sides of this paper line up together. Go ahead and press down on this side. Get it nice and neat with your crease. Now you can begin to cut the remainder of the paper off along here. Recycle this, please. Now here is a little tip on how to cut this paper, because depending the way you cut, you might have to pull out another sheet of paper, an extra sheet of paper. So to save you some time, we're going to find some no-nos on how not to cut the snowflake so you save paper, okay? So I cut it a couple of ways, and we're going to open these up so you can see just exactly where you can just stop and grab another triangle. But if you cut along any of these ways, if your paper comes out like any of these, you can go ahead and stop, because this was my trial and error right here. Your paper, when you open it up and you cut it, should look like this. A bit of a chevron cut going up, so when we open it all the way, it's going to look like this. This is what you want to work with. So let me show you how to cut that with one of these. So now that we have our cut triangle, what you want to do is to remember that we have a right triangle. And what we want to do is we want to cut from the corner that is all together. So see, it opens up like a little bird. We're going to cut from here, from one side of the pyramid to the other, but not all the way. You'll cut your snowflake very small that way. So we'll go ahead and do it like this, cutting along, being very careful at the end. And you can cut it as many times as you want. There's no limit to how. No two snowflakes are the same. Like so. So let's finish that. There we go. And our product right here should look just like the one that I showed you before. Opening it up very carefully, just like this. So the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to start gluing. Let me get these out of the way. Each side together, starting with the center. So what you'll do is you'll try to pick this out, these little tips, and then you're going to come in with your glue stick. If you have construction paper or something that's a little bit harder to glue, that's hard to fold, you are welcome to use hot glue. This paper right here is pretty thin, so it's very easy to glue and then press on, and it comes on very easily. This glue that I use, it looks purple right now, but it actually dries on pretty well, pretty clear. I don't really see it too much. So if you can see, I'm just holding it just there for a couple of seconds. The center is usually the trickiest. Okay, once you got this little center right here, we're going to flip it over. And you will have to take turns from one side, gluing it this way, and then grabbing the next outer layer and gluing it the opposite way. You just press on, and then it stays. Okay? So we're going to keep going back and forth until we are done with our first side. There we go. So that's going to be what your first one looks like. We're going to let that dry for just a little bit. So it already looks nice and cute. I'm sure yours will too. So you're going to do that about 6 times. Okay, for the next section, you're going to get 3 sides of your snowflakes, and we're going to go ahead. This is going to be the first half of your snowflake. You're going to glue these bottom sides together, and also you're going to connect the outer part layer of your snowflake on the side to the other snowflake right here, side to side, so that they stick right together. So let's go ahead and do that next. Just press on the glue and then press on the paper. Hold that for a couple of seconds. It stays on. Press on the glue, press on the paper here. And there it goes. Give it a little time to dry though. When you finish the entire project, so you just don't have to do it over again. Little touch-ups here and there. See how I kind of jumped this one? It needs a couple of seconds, not too much. There we go. Let me do this one more time. Okay, so you have half of your snowflake already done. You're going to make another one just like this one, and you're going to tape them side to side over each other right here. So what you'll do is the same way how we did this, we're going to tape it right on here. Okay, so we're going to get our other half. We're going to glue on this outer side. The middle. our last corner out here. And you can already see our nice little snowflake. Give it just a couple of seconds to dry before you actually hang them up. You can cut them in any size. And I want to hang mine up, so I'm going to get my hole puncher. And we're going to cut it a little hole right here. And we're going to come in with our preferred wire or string. We're going to bring it in there, and then it'll be ready to hang. Look at that. How cute. I hope I get to see yours. Thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media.